Picture me inside the misery of poverty. No man alive has ever witnessed struggles out.
Good evening, everybody. I stitched Tupac because he knew how to penetrate people's minds and still does to this day. We are reading Robert Greene's The Daily Laws. Get right into it. Machiavelli craved the power to spread his ideas and advice. Denied this power through politics, he set out to win it through books. He would convert readers to his cause, and they would spread his ideas, witting or unwitting carriers. Machiavelli knew that the powerful are often reluctant to take advice, particularly from someone apparently beneath them. He also knew that many of those not in power might be frightened by the dangerous aspects of his philosophy, that many readers would be attracted and repelled at the same time. To win over the resistant and ambivalent, Machiavelli's books would have to be strategic, indirect, and crafty. So he devised unconventional rhetorical tactics to penetrate deep behind the reader's defenses. First, he filled his books with indispensable advice, practical ideas on how to get power, stay in power, protect one's power. That draws in readers of all kinds. For all of us think first of our own self-interest. Next, Machiavelli stitched historical anecdotes throughout his writings to illustrate his ideas. So he spread out those ideas over the books after he reeled them in. People like to be shown ways to fancy themselves modern Caesars or Medicis, and they like to be entertained by a good story. And a mind captivated by a story is relatively undefended and open to suggestion. Finally, Machiavelli used stark, unadorned language to give his writing movement. Instead of finding their minds slowing and stopping, his readers are infected with the desire to go beyond thought and take action. Daily Law. You may have brilliant ideas, the kinds that could revolutionize the world, but unless you can express them effectively, they will have no force, no power to enter people's minds in a deep and lasting way. Be strategic in your messaging. The 33 Strategies of War, Strategy 30. Penetrate their mind. So, as far as penetrating people's minds, like I said, Tupac used Machiavelli. As we know, one of his albums was called Machiavelli, and he had messages in there. I never read any Machiavelli books. I've heard of him, don't know a whole lot about him, but I do get the idea of penetrating people's minds. And as far as, you gotta watch what you say and how you say things, as far as like you can speak things into existence. And I would go deeper and say we penetrate our own minds first, because sometimes the way that we think, the things that we say, get in our head so much that we make those self-fulfilling prophecies. So, make everything that you say and do mean something, because you never know who's listening or, whose mind you are penetrating, especially our own, the ideas that we put in our own mind, as far as like, the things that we say to ourselves. Sometimes we really mean to ourselves. So just remember that we penetrate our own mind first, right? Y'all have a good night. We got it done before midnight. Hey, come back tomorrow. We're going to do it again.